Alright, you've seen the title of this video. You know what the question I'm asking: what constitutes as a mech? Now, when I say what constitutes as a mech, in this video, I don't mean like different mech types, like armored core style walking mechs or Gundam style humanoid mechs. What I'm talking about in this video is the way to pilot or drive one. Now, the reason I'm bringing this topic up is because I feel like when it comes to this aspect of mechs, I hear a lot of people use the term mech in a way that, to me, doesn't sound too accurate. Because I think, alright, so the first point to bring up is power suits. And those are like, for example, Iron Man or Master Chief's Mjolnir armor. Now, I've heard people call those mechs, but I don't believe that's correct because, again, it's a suit of armor, like kind of similar to medieval suits of armor. It's not like a full-blown large mech itself, because the body is fitted into a kind of like clothes. The arm fits perfectly into the arm of the suit. The fingers of the wearer fit perfectly into the fingers of the suit normally. And this kind of segues into my next point: mech suits. Now, these ones are a bit more complicated. They're a bit in between power suits and an actual mech. And they're very similar to power suits, though. However, the big difference is that the body of the wearer will not perfectly fit into the body of the mech suit, unlike a power suit. Because unlike a power suit with a mech suit, the arm of the wearer won't be reaching the same area as the arm of the suit, and the fingers of the wearer likely won't reach the fingers of the suit. So instead, there's mechanisms and hydraulics and whatever the heck they put in there in place so that it does work. Now, the reason I don't consider these full-blown mechs and instead mech suits is that, unlike a mech, they're not really driven like a vehicle, more, again, worn like a suit. Now, for mechs, I believe they're different from mech suits because, again, they're not really fitted into it like it's a suit, more driving it from a singular point like a vehicle, like a car or a truck. So, in short, power suits, I see them more like, again, suits of protective armor. Mech suits, I believe, are more like an extension of the human body. And then an actual full-blown mech, I feel like, is more like a vehicle of sorts. Now, I'm not the most knowledgeable in this kind of stuff. I'm not the most intelligent, so I don't know, I could be wrong. But overall, from my knowledge, that's my understanding of this topic.